Hello, everybody. My name is Robert Solberg, and I am CET's Executive Director. I know that you've been waiting to hear about CET's plans for this summer. I wanted to let you know that the CET board, teaching staff, teaching assistants, and myself have been working on various scenarios and potential strategies for the past 3 months. I've also been in close contact with Governor Brown's office during discussions related to plans for youth programs and summer schools. After much discussion and deliberation, the CET board and I have decided to postpone CET's 2020 season. I feel strongly that this news should come from me personally and not in the form of a generic email or Facebook post. Although this is painful to all of us, it's the right thing to do for 2 reasons. Number 1, our priority at all times is your children's health and safety. And number 2, the restrictions within Oregon's guidelines for reopening summer camps prevents CET from providing a meaningful experience for our students. An example of the new summer guidelines that would be very restrictive for CET, number 1, there could be no more than 10 students within a group, and students within each group must remain at least 6 feet apart from one another at all times. Students would have to remain within their group every day throughout our 5-week season. Number 3, students could not mingle with other groups. Number 4, 1 teacher would have to be assigned to each group for the 5 weeks. Teachers would not be able to rotate amongst groups during the day. Number 5, CET could not have its daily special performance or plays done at the end of the season. Number 6, students would have no choice in what classes they would want to take. This would be especially difficult for our upper level students. Number 7, there could be no high-touch classes such as costuming, makeup, technical arts, and stage combat. As you can see, these guidelines are highly restrictive in our ability to carry out our mission and maintain a program quality that we feel meets our standards. My heart wants CET to happen, but my head tells me it can't. That decision was further reinforced when I called a close friend of myself and founders Phyllis Quambeck, and I asked him, what would Q do? Needless to say, Phyllis would understand that CET would need to postpone the program due to our current circumstances. Every single CET teacher was willing to adapt as needed to ever-changing guidelines and continue to teach your children this summer. Why? Because our teachers genuinely love CET and they love teaching your kids. We consider it an honor and a privilege. I am eternally grateful to our teachers who are willing to do this and to our board for investigating multiple possibilities to make CET happen this summer. But it has become obvious that CET, whose mission focuses on creative collaboration and education, simply can't happen under these guidelines. The board, staff, and I understand how disappointing this is, especially for our older students who are in their final years, our 8th graders finishing out their middle school experience, our level 7 kids excited to do their last show as a CET student and hoping to apply to be TAs. And we do plan to do something special to honor their participation and many contributions to CET in the months to come. We currently have 190 students who are registered and paid all or part of their tuition. Families have 3 options in relation to your tuition. Number 1, if you can afford it, CET would ask that you donate your tuition. Due to the construction and remodeling of South Salem High School, CET has taken on new operational costs for office space and an off-site storage. We also want to provide free content to the community throughout the summer in a distance learning format. It won't be traditional CET experience, but we feel it's important to keep kids engaged in learning in some way through a summer absent of enriching in-person hands-on activities for all kids. A donation of $500 to CET and the Oregon Cultural Trust equals a tax deduction at the end of the year. Lots of people do year-end donations that are very generous, And we would ask that you consider that year-end donation now so that CET can continue to operate as best we can while taking a large financial hit in not getting the tuitions that come with our program. Number 2, you can get a full refund. And number 3, you can roll over your tuition as a credit toward the 2021 season. Click the link in this email to let us know how you'd like to handle the money you've paid toward tuition thus far. Thank you so much for your understanding, and I personally consider this simply a temporary pause for CET during this unprecedented time. CET has been around since 1975. It is a staple in the Salem community, and we will be here for decades to come. We look forward to seeing kids next summer, and we're very grateful to our CET families. Stay safe, stay home, stay healthy, and we'll see you later.